Okay.
Wait.
So this is the mold.
Okay, this is the original mold of the second Trump, Cyrus Trump temple coin. And as you can see over here, let's see what we have. Okay, first of all, we have over here in Hebrew, lemalot 70 shana, to fulfill 70 years. The original verse, to fulfill 70 years, is when the Jews went out to exile, to the Babylonian exile. They were there for 70 years. And after 70 years, King Cyrus said, God, the Lord of the world, gave me permission to let you, the Jews, come back to the land of Israel. And look what he said. And he charged me to build him a house in Jerusalem. That happened about 2,500 years ago. And now, 70 years, for the state of Israel, something happened again. One of the biggest leaders of the world, again, President Donald Trump, and here we see the seal of America, he again recognized Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, of the state of Israel, the people of Israel. And he also built a house in Jerusalem. But we don't want only the embassy. We hope, just as King Cyrus pushed us, the Jewish people, to rebuild the temple, we hope all the 70 nations and President Donald Trump, after he recognized Jerusalem as the spiritual, holy capital of the land of Israel, of the state of Israel, he will help us, the Jewish people, rebuild the third temple. And that's why we have the seal of America, the original Persian Empire.
Christianity and Islam and all the monotheism religious has a very, very important role to unify everybody, to worship the true living God, and to prosper and thrive according to God's will. It's so simple.
Do you think that the Vatican Pope Francis, he seems to have a similar message? Do you think that that Rome will go along with this too? Do you think this is...
No, I don't think so. In the U.S. there are 30,000 denominations of Christianities. So according to what we received, part of them will be part of the redemption, part of them no. It's very, very simple. So whomever will accept to be exactly as the nations, whomever will come as a person to come to be to worship God, he will be part of the redemption. As simple as that.
Just look around you. Look who's sitting here. And where are you from? Jamaica. And you're from the USA. And you're from
Argentina.
Argentina. And where are you from? Guatemala. Look at this. Look at this. And we have somebody from India. It's unbelievable. Here in the center of Jerusalem, I'm surrounded people from other nations, and we're all talking about one thing, of the importance of Jerusalem, and the importance of peace, and the importance of the Geulah of redemption. So we're part of a prophetic process. That's what it's all about. And this president, he understood when nobody else understood. He understood we're not talking politics. We're not talking politics. We're talking Torah. We're talking prophets. That's what it's all about. And once we understand it, and I think he understood it, maybe he can't say it, but he knows. And he's pushing us. He's pushing us. And the whole world is there.
Can I ask,
where are you from?
England.
England, okay. So you have England also.
Can I ask, you said earlier that some of the temple is ready to be built in a prefab state. Is that true? Do you have part of the temple already built?
And it's exactly what we said before. It's not enough to pray for the temple. And if you pray for something, you have to believe. And to show that you believe something, you have to do. So that's why we have a lot of vessels made. We have a big altar that was made. We have programs, and yes, also some of the pieces of the temple, like this blocks itself, can be just transferred, exactly like the model we see over here, 15 times bigger than this, and the temple can be built.
As Trump says, every nation will keep his language, his culture, his beliefs. It's not globalization.
Okay.
It's to walk one God on Temple Mount.
What is a Muslim? Let's talk. What is a Muslim? Muslim in the Hebrew world is perfect. Whomever talked to God is perfect. According to the Quran, Ibrahim was Muslim. Moses was Muslim. He was perfect. And they got into a conclusion that the Messiah will be their Mahdi. Their Mahdi. So whenever I meet Muslims in many countries, I tell them, who was Muslim according to the Quran? Abraham, I'm from Ibrahim. Moses, Musa, I'm from Musa, I'm Levi. And the Mashiach, Messiah, will be the Mahdi. So actually our history is the same, our future is the same, so what is the problem now? And they ask us, really, what is the problem? I'm saying that the problem is only the radicals, the terrorists. But whenever everybody will support building the third temple, then everybody will prosper, because this is what the temple is for the whole world.
So you think that there could be some union between all the religions as part of this?
Absolutely. We already have unity, but everybody's afraid from the terrorists. But okay, so this is our job, to unify everybody to worship the only true living God in the third temple, with all the nations that will worship God.
Hashem will be a king, the one king, that will unite the whole world.
Right.
So yes.
So you see that Jacob and Esau reuniting in the last days, so Muslims and Jews and Christians would be part of this one world, including some Kabbalistic and Eastern influences, all into one kind of religion in this temple. Is that
I won't call it one kind of religion, and one kind of understanding.
like a new way of thinking?
So it's understanding that there is one God in heaven.
So it's kind of a new